Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed bin Sultan Al Qasimi, Crown Prince and Deputy Ruler of Sharjah, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It gives me a great pleasure to deliver the speech of the Ministry of Finance on behalf of His Excellency Ubaid Humaid Al-Tayir, Minister of State for Financial Affairs. I am also glad to convey His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler of Dubai and Minister of Finance, best wishes for a successful conference. Ladies and gentlemen, the past 2 decades witnessed rapid technological advancements, where private sector took lead in seizing new opportunities, while public sector lagged behind in many countries as a result for rigidity of governmental structure and bureaucracy that impeded keeping pace with these advancements. It is a fact that the speed at which technology is developing has confused many, including the industry itself. Numerous companies have disappeared and have been replaced by new business models that are radically different. The market value of the new firms has sometimes exceeded their traditional counterparts. The same applies to companies based on modern business models such as Facebook, Uber, and Airbnb, where they have no content, no taxis, no residential units, and yet are the largest in their field. Ladies and gentlemen, while the development of infrastructure in its traditional sense is essential for the development of business, it is important to develop the soft infrastructure, i.e., the legal, institutional, and technical framework within which traders, investors, and entrepreneurs. Otherwise, the underdevelopment of the soft infrastructure will necessarily constrain innovative technologies and new business models, driving individuals, businesses, and governments of their competitive capabilities. The development of soft infrastructure is not an easy process, given the need to understand technologies, applications, effects, and dimensions by regulators, to ensure that the regulations work in a manner that protect the right of contracting parties. It is no secret that the assimilation process, as well as the introduction of technology into legislative cycle, is a challenge track, as it is required professionals who are well versed with technology and law, a fertile field that today's generation must take up. We often hear that these new technologies are disruptive. This is true to a large extent because all parties initially go through the phase of shock, which is the stage of understanding technological changes, and then shock absorption phase, where adaptation to the new technology's requirements at all levels take place. Then the third stage, which involves incorporation of these techniques into the traditional business cycle, waiting for the new techniques that may cancel or affect the previous ones. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to financial services technology, or what's called the fintech, some of the new concepts may eliminate the need for banks or financial intermediaries, leading to a disappearance of millions of jobs around the world and the emergence of other jobs in line with the new business models. Examples of these are numerous, such as virtual currency, high-frequency trading, crowdfunding, peer-to-peer lending, etc., which puts increasing pressure on regulators and decision makers to deal with these new models and appropriate policy responses. Many of us may recall the vacuum that has accompanied the emergence of electronic commerce. Traditional economic models no longer play a major role in our contemporary world. Therefore, it is imperative to enhance the competitive advance of the country as a whole by going beyond comparative advantages and by adopting knowledge-intensive industries where emerging small economies with low resources may outperform their developed resource-rich counterparts. Such move requires the utmost attention to the human element, which is the mainstay of development. Human capital development entails focusing on educational efficiency and adequacy of training to the labor market requirements, and spreading leadership and innovation culture, in addition to an exciting exploration and risk-taking behavior, as well as the adoption of encouragement of new ideas and initiatives. In the context, the UAE is picking up the pace by developing legislative and an institutional framework, and by encouraging SMEs, including facilitating access to finance. In 2016, the Ministry of Finance launched Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Innovation Fund to finance innovation with a capital of 2 billion UAE dirham, in addition to many other initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, these initiatives have resulted in the country becoming a star in the International Competitive Report. As the race of excellence has no finish line, we are driven with greater determination to realize the vision of our leadership, to achieve sustainable prosperity for our present and future generation. To accomplish this goal, we are open to new economic model and international experience. Moreover, our doors are open for private sector, which we consider a strategic partner, contributing to the formulation of appropriate policy responses to the evolving developments in the business world. Finally, I would like to thank Sharjah Investment and Development Authority, Shuruq, and the event organizer for their kind invitation. Wishing you a successful conference. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.